In this video, I'm going to be showing you the two best power forward builds from NBA 2K24 for Rec or Pro-Am. Both these builds are going to be tailored to different play styles. I hope this generally covers what players play for Rec or Pro-Am, so we'll jump into the first power forward build, which is going to be generally my favorite power forward build. It's going to be 6'8", 233 pounds, 7'6" wingspan. We're going to start with the physicals so we can make sure to look at the badges as we go. 98 stamina, an 80 vertical, a 90 strength, a 66 acceleration, an 81 speed. So with this build, immediately, as you can see, this build is going to have tremendous speed at power forward. If you're playing the back end for your Pro-Am team or your Rec team, you're going to be able to move around the court really well. The 90 strength, you get gold immovable enforcer, which is really good when those centers or players come downhill and attack you. You do get 80 vertical. We're going to have a lot of good defensive badges and finishing badges that go along with this. So with that, we will go to finishing. We're going to do a 75 close shot, a 55 driving layup, a 75 driving dunk, a 75 standing dunk, and a 30 post control. So with the finishing here, we do get some good badges. Bronze fast twitch, bronze rise up. Your driving dunk, you're going to get bronze posterizer. Pretty much with this power forward build, you know, in Pro-Am or Rec, your point guard sends you on a cut. I think you're just going to have all the finishing ability you need. You're not going to be able to go down there and just dominate in the paint against, you know, the centers or other ones. But you'll be able to finish what you need to do if you're wide open. And I think that's really what this build is about. It's really tailored for the defensive side of things. But with this finishing, I don't think you're going to have any issue finishing when things are open or even just a little bit contested. So with that, we'll go to shooting. You're going to have a 78 three-pointer. You're going to have a 70 free throw. So just like a lot of your corner players, power forwards and locks, you're going to have that 76 to 78, maybe 79 range. It's just what everybody's really going to be able to do. You do get some good shooting badges with this, but won't go too in depth with this. You get your traditional bronze blinders, silver catch and shoot, and things like that. Now for playmaking. So in the last, I would say a few days, maybe a little less than a week, one badge that has stuck out in Pro-Am and Rec is touch passer. Touch passer, you're going to start to see a lot of center builds try to get that as high as they can for transition. So when you throw the ball down the court with a high touch passer, it shoots it like a missile. Like there's no air under it. And so I don't know if I'm the first one kind of telling people, but I'm sure others are out there saying it. But get touch passer if you're a big, as high as you can get it at center and power forward. So with this power forward, we're only going to be able to hit the 82 range because we need a lot of defense. But why we're hitting 82 is to get the silver touch. So if you do have to throw a break, you're going to be able to do that. And that's really what we're here for. You do get the silver break starter as well. Silver break starter and touch passer are going to work together to give you either good catch animations, hopefully for your guards, or just to be able to get the ball down the court quickly as possible. And then for defense, we're going to go 77 interior, 74 perimeter, 95 steal, 92 block. We're going to have a low offensive rebound, but we'll have a 93 defensive rebound. So with the defense, we'll start from the top interior. You get your gold anchor. You're going to have silver workhorse. This build actually does have perimeter, so that's why with this 6'8", you really hybrid. We made a lock in the last video that was 6'8". This build is kind of similar, but we had to get rebound on this build. But with this, it does give you the bronze pick dodger. You do get bronze challenger, so if you have to go up and guard ball or you run a rotation or something, you're going to have everything you need to be able to stay in front of the ball handler. 95 steal, really just for Hall of Fame interceptor. If you think you can get away with gold, great. You can add more attribute points other places. But as a power forward, you know, they're going to be sending cuts on you, the slips, if you're playing the back end. So you're going to need high interceptor as possible just to make sure you can get all the steals that you need to get. 92 block, you do get gold chase down with this build. So if the center does slip or a cut comes and you're late, you might still be able to get a stop there. Gold pogo, be able to just jump repeatedly. Hall of Fame box out to help your center for rebounds. You're going to be able to get gold rebound chaser. So this build, I think, is the better power forward build in 2K24, I think, really for the back end players. But if you're not really playing back end, or if you want to really tailor your center to be, or your power forward to be able to defend bigs, you're you're kind of a park 6'10" power forward, where maybe you can go into park and play a little bit of that. That's really what this next build is going to be. This next build is going to be a lot bigger too. So we'll talk about that power forward build in a second. We'll look at the shades of and the name of this build. So the 3 players, we get Jaren Jackson, Al Horford. And this build is going to be called a 3-point threat. So like I was saying with this power forward, this one's really going to be tailored to be more of a stopper for bigs. You're going to still be able to do a lot. You're going to be able to finish better inside. But really with this build, it's just going to be taller, hopefully able to get more rebounds, and hopefully be able to defend the bigs a little bit better. So we're going to go 6'9", 233. You're going to go 7'7" wingspan. We're going to start with the physicals like we always do. 98 stamina, 80 vertical. You go 90 strength. You're going to go 62 acceleration and 77 speed. So as you can tell, this build is slower, but it is taller. We do get some of the same badges. You get silver bulldozer, gold immovable enforcer. We'll go to finishing now. So we're going to go 77 close shot. You're going to go 75 driving dunk, 75 standing dunk, and you have a 55 driving layup and a 30 close shot. So with the 77 close shot, unlike the last power forward we just looked at, you're going to have silver mash, you're going to have silver fearless, just going to help you finish more shots. The same driving dunk, your bronze posterizer, you get bronze slithery, and then your stand dunk, still with your rise up, your fast twitch. So really, again, the same idea. You do have a little bit better chance at finishing shots under the rim. So if you catch under the rim, you don't get a stand dunk. This build's going to hopefully help you get a higher one, especially getting that silver fearless. For your shooting, you're going to have a 77 three-pointer, and we're going to have an 81 free throw. There's really no other place to add it, so we're just going to add it into the free throw. 77 3, you get all the same kind of badges that we talked about with the corner players, with the silver catch and shoot. You're going to have silver corner specialist. All the attributes and badges that you need to shoot pretty consistently. And then for your playmaking, like we talked about, getting that silver touch passer, I think is key for any power forward or center. So we're going to hit that threshold. We'll still leave these alone. You're not going to really be able to dribble with this power forward. But again, you're 6'9". Hopefully the 1 inch more wingspan, a little bit taller, is going to help you get a few more rebounds, be able to throw those breaks really well for your players down the court. I think that's essential in this game right now. It's not your defense. So again, remember, this build is bigger, it's taller, so we have a little less attributes, but it's still going to be usable. So we're going to go 77 interior, 58 perimeter, a 90 steal. You're going to go 92 block, and we're going to go a 93 defensive rebound, and then that'll finish this build. So when you compare the last build to this build, one thing to say is like, well, the last build has Hall of Fame interceptor, it has the same interior, it has a lot of the same kind of attributes, and I completely agree. If you drop the close shot too, you could add it in areas, but it doesn't change a lot. Really, with this build, it being 1 inch taller and 1 more inch wingspan with the same vertical, is hoping that you can really battle these centers and getting a lot of these rebounds and things. The 90 steal, you're going to have the gold interceptor. You could lower that to an 89 and just keep that, but I had the gold right stick ripper. So really with this, as you can see, the 6'8", the reason why that one's my favorite is your ability to still play perimeter defense and everything. You're just as you're faster. You can play just as good interior defense. But with this build, what really comes with it is just being a bigger build. And so you're going to be able to hopefully get in the lanes a little bit better and rebound a little bit better. So with that, we'll look at the shades of and see what this build is also called. So it looks like we get the same 3 players because it is just 1 inch taller. And we get a paint protector for the name with this build. And that'll be it for this video. If you want to play NBA 2K24 with myself or get early access to any of these builds, join my Discord. It's in the description below. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.